All right, let's see how this works. I got this kind of weird makeshift kind of thing going on right here. But yeah, this is, what's today's date? It's like January 8th, something like that. Something like that. Training legs. Thought this would be kind of a cool thing to do. Trying to find more routine in my life. Trying to figure out something different to do. Just to kind of keep myself more accountable, and I felt what better than some daily journals and logs and stuff like that. So that's what we're doing here. So we're going to Benefits, train some legs today. My training has differed insanely since the last time that I've done anything on YouTube or recorded anything. I used to be very powerlifting oriented, and now we're more in a bodybuilding kind of situation. And what that really means is I'm focusing a lot on hypertrophy, not necessarily strength. Something that I really like to do now is just stick with cables rather than dumbbells and free weight stuff. I was a huge proponent on stabilizing muscles, stabilizers, doing dumbbell free weight work, all this such, just to be able to get stronger. The whole purpose and the mindset of that time was to get stronger. And now that's not the focus. The focus now is to go in, get a good pump, keep my body healthy. A really big thing that was deterring me from the powerlifting and all this other stuff was I was really trying to keep a certain physique. Social media didn't necessarily help my mindset and my mental health on that a lot, but I really wanted to keep a really solid physique, and I also really wanted to get a lot stronger. And for those who know and who don't know, that's not really how that works. If you really want to be strong, you really kind of have to keep yourself in a surplus. You can't really have low body fat. There's some guys out there who can do that. We know why they can do that. I wasn't really doing that, so that's not no shame or discredit to if you want to take PEDs while you're powerlifting and doing stuff like that. But those guys can keep a lower body fat percentage and kind of be able to keep it going. For me, I was trying to be at about 180 during my serious lifting periods for competitions, USAPL, and then immediately after that I would try to continue to lift the same weight. However, I would be 20 pounds lighter, and that would net result in me, hurting myself, and some things that kind of destroyed my mindset on all that was I was taking not test or anabolic steroids, but I was taking SARMs, LGD specifically, and MK 6077. Those were my favorite. I took those a lot, pretty religiously for about 4 years, which gave me a lot of boost in what I was doing and allowed me to kind of keep my physique where I want it to be. However, when I went into powerlifting at USAPL and I dropped doing that, since it was all natural, I needed to make sure, and I didn't want to keep pushing it in a bad regard, in a bad be unfaithful per se. Taking a year off, getting it all out of my system, and then going to compete and test it. That kind of altered everything, where I couldn't go back to PEDs, so I couldn't keep the physique that I wanted, and I was trying to balance this ego that I had of keeping a certain weight in my brain, because for me, keeping the weight was huge. How much I was lifting really dictated my mental health that day. But then also on the social media side, the way that I looked really paid its toll. So now we're kind of in a different mindset now. Strength really isn't the goal. It's just being healthy. There's a lot of things that I was doing wrong over this past year. Work-wise, depression-wise, drinking too much, smoking too much weed, not sleeping correctly, and that's just wasn't really helping me get to my goals. The goals that I've always had. I started lifting when I was 14, and my goal was to lift for the rest of my life every single day. And when around last year, March kind of area, that was when it really started not being that way. And that, on top of other things, really took a toll on me, because it's what I love to do. I love being in the gym. I love the atmosphere, the community, especially the gym that I go to, Benefits. Fantastic. Benefits Body Shop. It's a great place, great owner, great people. And, you know, I've learned that if you try to do something for others, you know, it really does take a toll on you. In the beginning, when I was lifting, I was doing it for myself. And then when I started doing things on social media, it went away from doing things for myself, and it went to doing things for others, you know, for a number, you know, an analytic. And that's just not right. And that's some of the dangers of social media that, you know, you never really understand until you go into it, you know. And even on like a smaller level of anything, you know, just it's that dopamine, that serotonin you're feeling when you see light go up because you look a certain way, and then there's this expectation, you know, that you hold to yourself, that I have to reproduce this and replicate this, and it's just a bad mindset all the way through. So we're trying to stay away from that. I took a long time off of social media trying to rewire my brain to get away from it, and we're in a good spot now, I think. We trained pretty much for 30 days straight in this new bodybuilding regimen that I'm kind of going on. Very popular Mike Menser, you know, fad that's kind of going on right now. You know, going in, hitting 2 sets, you know, failure, proper warm up and everything, you know, but pretty much per body, you know, body part, muscle group, you're hitting about, you know, 6 sets total. That seems to be like the right number. You know, for today we're training legs, so I'm gonna go in and do about, you know, maybe 4 to 6 sets total on my hamstrings, and maybe 4 to 6 sets on, you know, quads. I'm not really gonna go in for squats. I'm really gonna go in and just do probably some leg extensions, lying leg curls, maybe some seated leg curls, something like that. Nothing too insane, nothing too intense. You know, check the pump out. Ooh, I forgot. I didn't take my pre-workout. Another thing I've started doing is on Amazon, you can get Celsius, you know, greatness, for about, I was getting these, they jumped up in price. But these ones are about, I think for 12 cans, it's about $14. Now it's like $18 to $20, so that's not super awesome. But it's in a can, it's ready to go, don't have to think about it. A really big thing that I've enjoyed recently is just not making it hard, or not hard, but I guess making it more convenient. You know, I think a lot of things in life, especially starting the ice plunge, I've learned that like the less convenient something is, the less the mind is going to want to do it. And that also, you know, depends on the level of difficulty of what you're doing, whether that be doing homework, editing a video, cleaning your room, cleaning your bathroom, going to the gym, eating right, or getting in an ice plunge. The more convenient you make it, the more likely you're going to do it, you know, if it's all set up and ready there to go. So the gym isn't something that I've had a hard time, you know, dealing with. But with this ice plunge, you know, I get up in the morning, I got all my towels ready, I got the scale ready, got my shorts ready, everything's there, so I don't really have to think about it. All I have to do is just mentally prepare. It takes about 30 minutes-ish. I wish I could just hop right into it, but I can't. It's about 30 minutes-ish, and then you just hop in there, get out, everything's already ready to go, so there's no wall or border separating you from achieving, you know, the goal or like set mindset you want to achieve. It's just already there and it's already done. So that's been pretty huge. So it's kind of been the same thing with the gym, getting back into it. I made it more convenient with these Celsius cans. I was getting them at 7-Eleven because thankfully my gym, there's a 7-Eleven right across the street. easily can get into. No issues, no problems. So I can just go in there, get a can, be good to go. However, you want to take pre-workout way before getting to the gym. Like, I'm not doing a good example of that now, but I'm gonna warm up a little bit. I'm not really gonna start my first movement until about another 15 minutes. But you wanna consume it all, you know, at least 15 minutes before you really start, you know, pushing it and wanting to get that exercise going. So it's a good can though. It's the lemon lime one. I'm liking that a lot. There's this like kiwi agave one that I'm not a big fan of. No, the marshmallow one is like mandarin marshmallow. It's like a creamsicle. No hate to creamsicle, but or orange creamsicle, but just not for me. Not for me. All right, we're gonna go in, crank this out. We're gonna have a good day. So we got about 11 and a half on that. I'm gonna walk around a little bit, get the blood moving. We'll do another set. All right, so we did about 5 sets on the leg extensions. My legs are really pumped now. I really want to keep going on it because it just kind of started to hurt the top of my quad, so I don't want to push it any farther. So after I do some leg curls, I might just do them all here, to be honest. I typically go for the seated leg curl because it's more comfortable and it feels better, like on this area right in behind my knee, on those tendons. But recently it's been feeling better, so I might just crank the 6 sets here, depending on how we're feeling. Still undecided if I want to go and do more like a pressing movement or not. My quads feel pretty good right now. Like, I don't know. We'll see. I still feel pretty pumped. You know, after I do this, if I want to do a couple more single leg stuff, some more leg extensions, we could keep it going. But for now, I think we're just gonna roll this for a bit. We'll see. You know, I need to warm up. I haven't warmed up yet, but we'll warm up and we'll get it cranking. Definitely can't do the whole stack. I think the most I've done recently is like 150-ish. So, yeah, we'll see. Only one way to find out. Alright, we got a pretty good thing going on. We did like 5 sets, leg extensions, huge pump. Then I did 6 sets. I didn't even do 6. Hell, I did like 4.5 maybe. Really nothing that crazy. But the pump was nuts. I don't know what I was doing this morning, what I consumed, maybe that extra coffee. Who knows? And then I finished off with some single leg that I didn't film. Just kind of was the last minute, like had to get it done. But yeah, let's see what we're dealing with here. You know, we're not really seeing that like separation yet. You know, but we got some size going on. You know, it's nothing too crazy. Have really no vascularity right now in the quads. Little veins down here, nothing too much. Hamstring is really not very there, but you know, feels good. Gotta trust that it's there. You know, like 13.5% body fat, whatever that scale I have at home is telling me. You know, and we're definitely seeing some size. They don't look like little legs, but could be bigger. I don't know. Legs have been a weird relationship. They used to be my favorite muscle to train, and now they're just not doing it for me nowadays. I think that's just because I'm taking so much time off. But you know, always room to improve. It's not about right now. It's about 6 months from now. All this stuff adds up. Quoted to Mr. Sulik. But yeah, feels pretty good. Probably gonna get some Chipotle on the way home. Got to get about 4,200 calories in. More than that, since we just burned probably 300 calories doing this. Cold plunge, a little bit, not too much, but you know, we're getting it in. Yeah. All right, well, we just took care of that. Feel pretty good. Legs are pretty pumped. Really hungry. So Chipotle near me doesn't open till 10:45-ish, and it's about 10:35 now. So I did some extra cardio, you know, for like 15 minutes just to kind of get it going. Starting a new company that's outside of the whole fitness realm, and my previous job allowed me to walk 10, 15, 20,000 steps a day, which was just super great. Let's see how bad this is gonna be. Ooh, I left my light up. Super great, you know, being able to do that many steps, because it really made it so I didn't have to do cardio ever, which was super cool. Oh, let's see what's going on here. Get in the car accident. Oh. But it allowed me to not do cardio all the time, which was like super, super nice. But now I gotta do cardio because I'm gonna be kind of more inside. I'm simply on construction sites all the time, which makes cardio a lot easier because you just get in, inspect the building, you know, kind of look through. I was looking at mold guy, so looking at construction stuff, and yeah, I'm kind of rambling on here, but now I kind of have to do some more cardio, so I figured, you know, screw it, let's do 10 minutes cardio on the treadmill before going to get some more food in. I've had a lot of not controversy, but a lot of people giving me a lot of crap just at the, you know, my work about, you know, my diet. So my current diet right now is I have to consume about 4,200 calories a day. When I work out, kind of burns 300-ish to 400 calories. And then with the walking on top of that, that was like, what, like an extra 200 calories, 15,000 steps or something like that. So the only way I could be able to do that, I was doing this meal prep service called Cook Unity, which was pretty cool. It was great for cutting. It's about $11 a meal, which seemed pretty accurate to what I need. Going to the grocery store and calculating that all out, it was leaving a little bit more than that, to be honest, to be able to get the food that I needed going to the grocery store. And I hate cooking. I did that for a long time, and I just don't feel like doing that now. So I found a little trick at Chipotle. You know, if you don't like eating the same thing every single day, then this is not for you, obviously. But for me, I don't really care about eating the same thing every single day. So you go in, you get extra rice, 3 scoops of rice typically, you know, extra beans, you know, get your protein. I do chicken because it's the most, you know, affordable. And, you know, sour cream, cheese, all that stuff. Not really eating the veggies there because, you know, E. coli and stuff like that. Just not what I want to do. Too many people have told me that food is covered in that lettuce and produce is covered in E. coli, so I like to stay away from that. But with all that together, 2 tortillas, salad dressing, you're at about, you know, depending on what they give you, if they skimpy or not, it's like 2,020 to 2,200 calories a thing. So, you know, you make 2 burritos, eat two of those. I like to do 11, 2, 5, and 8, so I'll get Chipotle twice in one day. It's about $22, you know, a day on food, and I have all my calories, and I'm getting bigger. I started about in November. I was about like 167 pounds, and now I'm kind of floating between 183 and 185-ish, which is super nice. It feels good to be heavy again, like, to be real. Like, being small and scrawny but looking good is just not what I wanted. I wanted to have some actual size going on, and it feels good. Definitely felt worried, as we were talking about earlier, you know, physique over everything else. But my body fat percentages is around like 13.4, 13.5, so I can still see my abs, which mentally I enjoy seeing. And I'm still vascular, and I'm still putting weight on. So, you know, we'll see how we're feeling at like 190-ish. I'm imagining it's going to be pretty heavy in the whole body fat realm. Hopefully not too intense. But, you know, we'll see. Only one way to find out. That's where I'm going right now. Chipotle. You know, the thing is like when you go into Chipotle, maybe not the normal person, but for me, I go in and they see me twice a day. You know, I'm like, I want my 2 tortillas, my extra rice, my beans, all that. You know, I want to eat. And it's like they give me attitude. It's like, They're like 2 tortillas? I'm like, yeah, dude, like, I'm paying for it. Like, I'd like to have my tortillas, you know? Like, it doesn't seem like that insane of a concept, you know? I think it's pretty good to get those extra tortillas in, you know? It's extra calories, so let me get it, you know? You don't own the tortillas. And I don't know, sometimes the vibes aren't there. It's like, just give me my beans, man. Like, you're gonna charge me a little extra, then it is what it is, but I gotta get my food in. So they definitely know me there now. Every time I go in, they look at me a little different than everybody else, it feels like. I don't know. It works though. It works for me. Not for everybody, maybe, but it works for me. It's very convenient to my house too. It's like right there. So right on the way home from the gym, pick up some Chipotle. There's also a Chipotle like anywhere you go. Like those calories are just waiting to be consumed. They're there and ready to go. You get it, make 2 burritos, eat the one, save a little one for later. Because I was trying to get them down in 2 meals, like one after the other. And acid reflux is real. I'm only 24, but definitely didn't feel good at all. Because like there's other variations you can do. Like there's a halal guys near my house, as well as, you know, kava. And you can theoretically do the same thing there, you know, be a little bit more money. But if you want to switch it up, Qdoba's cool too, Moe's. You can kind of follow the same kind of philosophy and get, you know, the best bang for your buck, calories wise. But Chipotle really is the best way. But getting back to what I was saying, I had the halal guys, the spiciness on top of it, ate it one sitting, you know, maybe we had a glass of bourbon, you know, who's watching, you know, both that food, digestion, you know, getting that all in, and spiciness and the alcohol, man, I woke up belching, burning, was not good. It was not good. But now we're taking, you know, probiotics. We're on a pretty good, you know, vitamin regimen now, which I'm very happy about. Love taking my vitamins every morning and night. Mr. Huberman, kind of the guy. My friend, close friend of mine, is on cycle right now, and he kind of found like a really good supplement regime for vitamins. So it's not just, you know, expensive pee, but it's actually good stuff that you should be having in your body. And we're taking it. I've never felt better. So, you know, works pretty good. But pulling up on the Chipotle here, we're gonna crush a lot of food. We got a lot of things on the plate today. Got to get the ice plunge in a little bit better of a situation. It's no longer freezing outside, so we can put the plunge filter and everything back in. What is this person doing? They're limiting me for my Chipotle. What are you doing? All right, I'll just park right here. That's fine. No need for the hostility. Just want to get my Chipotle. But ice plunge in. Got to get my vitamins in order. Edit this puppy up. Get ready for the work week next week. We got exciting week, you know? Start a new business. Ice plunge, 6:30 in the morning. Gym, 7:30 to 8:30. Work from 9 until whatever works. And we'll see how it goes.